Good evening, sir. Let me start with an introduction. Guys, Mr. Kulwinder is a seasoned marketing leader with over 2 decades of global experience in technology, consulting, and pharmaceuticals. And currently, he holds the position of Chief Marketing Officer at SG Analytics. Renowned for steering brands to success, he excels in brand development, team leadership, negotiations, and critical partnership management. With a rich history including pivotal roles at Cadila Pharma, Edifex, Synchron, Venset, and Tech Mahindra, Mr. Kulwinder is celebrated as one of India's greatest CMOs, also having received the Martech Leader Award and being recognized as a Marketing Professional of the Year. In his current role, Mr. Kulwinder leads brand management, digital marketing, public relations, and employer branding initiatives at SG Analytics. His expertise extends across diverse markets, including the USA and emerging regions like APAC. As an honored guest speaker at industry conferences worldwide, he brings an abundance of knowledge and a unique perspective to the field. We welcome you, sir. Please take over.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you. Appreciate that. Aman, if you could give me the rights to present.
Yes, I'll just check this. Just
Sure.
give me a second.
Sure. While Aman is checking this, I want to thank all of you guys joining at this hour. It's 6 p.m. I like smiling faces because then I talk to them. And generally, it is said that we all believe that smiling faces or happy people generally gets what they want in their life. So, Pramod, if you really want the job that you're looking for at the SG Marketing, bright smile is around the corner. You can get that. Look at Reshma, look at Sayantani, look at Bari, look at Rishikesh, Surya, Ashish as well. Ashish Dhyani Saab has a wonderful smile, but Mag is smiling, Asha is smiling as well. Who else I can see? I can see Aditya, I can see Abhishek, yeah. And I also decided that I said, you guys gonna brand your college. I'm gonna see hundreds of XLRI logos. I should also put mine. I asked my team member to create a background so that you guys can see a little bit more about us. Not that I want to sell my firm, because this is a learning session. We're going to keep it very interactive. And Aman, can I present that now?
Yes, sir. Can you just try presenting once? I think you are the co-host.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you guys can see that.
Yes, it's visible.
It's visible?
Yes,
all right. So I think this is something which was whether it's Kautilya, whether it's Mac, Aman, anybody who's looking at doing things in life, okay? Be it marketing, be it sales, finance, HR, operations, supply chain, new product development. What do we look at? We look at creating those memorable experiences, where people go back and remember that, and they talk about it. So what's my intention today? What I'm looking at is that when we are done in the next 60 minutes, I want to see how many of you even go up to LinkedIn and write saying what we discussed today. If I've given you experience about that, then only we remember that brand, right? Do you guys agree with that? Thumbs up is a good thing, like this. Kautilya has not done that. Mehak has not done that like this. Yeah. See, I'm keeping a watch on everybody. Dubey ji, dhyan rakho. All right. Cool. Let me go back. That's me talking. But let me check with you guys. What do you guys see here? I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to look at. So Aman, I want you to kind of manage this. And I'm going to stop presenting. Then I want you to open mics for a few people. Who wants to go first? Want to tell me what they saw out there? Somebody can raise hand. I think that's good enough. Ritesh looks like a very smart guy to me, and Ritesh will go first. Ritesh, what did you see in the picture? If you could just open, yeah, great, Ritesh.
Uh, Sir, I just joined and did not notice much. But then I saw that something was the first slide that was there, and it was more about SG Analytics, what they're into, and what they really want to do, sort of a vision or something.
Okay.
I did not notice much, sir. Sorry.
The last slide, did you see that there was an SUV out there?
Yeah.
Okay. Who saw it? Rohit? Rohit, do you want to talk about it?
There was a picture of a SUV, then 2 slides later, there was a slide on Microsoft, I think.
Okay. Okay. But what did you see in the picture in the SUV? What did you see in the picture?
And just the SUV, and then there was some text which is not clearly visible, but
Okay. 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 So seems not many people have seen it. Let me show you guys for another 15 seconds. I think it'll be a good idea to look at that again one more time. Just look at the SUV picture. Got it. That's all. That's good. Good enough. Okay. Now, who wants to? Surya, you want to go first? Or Arpit can go as well.
Yeah, I
What
think
did you
Yashank
see?
has raised his hand. Yashank,
Okay. Sure.
want to go
Sure.
ahead?
Go ahead.
So it's the new Everest. It's from Ford, and I guess the picture is of from the beach.
Got it.
So
Got it.
new
Yeah.
Ford Everest from the beach. They maybe for some advertisement purpose.
Sure. Okay. What else? What else did you see?
Yeah. Meg, please go ahead. If you-
I'm so sorry, I'm cutting in. So just that it had a customized nameplate, license plate.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Risika also wants to say something.
Clean blue sky and beautiful beach and a SUV.
That's fantastic. Kautilya, you want to go?
Yeah, there was so first of all the SUV is a Ford, and the second there was something written on a windshield, and in between there was a red letter.
Got
So
it.
that, and I don't know if somebody noticed, but on the PPT also the how is written, the H is in red. So if,
Fantastic. You have an eye for detail. Sugandha, what did you see?
So I saw the same thing, the windshield and the K in red.
Okay. Okay.
So what
Thank you.
Kautilya said.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else who Ritesh wants to say something. Yeah.
Sir, I saw that a name was written on the nameplate, which was Ford Colesaru.
Okay.
So that was the name there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Anybody who's left? Yeah. Nilesh Patel.
Sir, I saw there was an SUV in the picture and there were no trees.
Wow. Okay. That's good. Anushruti said that there's some white rope lying as well there. Thank you, Nilesh. Rishikesh, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So this is an SUV and it is now currently in its element, which is off-roading. So there are no roads there.
Very well. That's a very different perspective, Rishikesh. I like that. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So I'll tell you now. I know you guys gonna kind of come back and say that, what is this? But when I looked at this picture, I saw a dream. I saw a dream that I want to buy this. I want to experience this brand. I want to sit in that. As much as I saw the beach, like each one of you said, a part out there saying, nice new SUV. So let me do one thing. Let me tell you a little story about Ford. I'm sure most of you know that and read or probably pursue that car as well, or the brand or the company. About 40, 50 years ago in US, Ford remains one of the most aspirational brands if in the automotive space. If people want to buy, they will look at, especially from a family perspective, that's what they'll look at. So there was a story that there was one young professional who was looking at a similar thing, and his aspiration was to buy a Ford SUV because it becomes a status symbol for him. And he was as hardworking, as smart as like Yashank or Sugandha or Kashyap or Nitesh or Bipin, like each one of you. And he decided that I want to buy this in 10 years. This should be, and I should have two of them or whatever. And for whatever reason, he was not able to save enough money, so he had to do two jobs. So he started doing three jobs and couldn't fulfill that for whatever reason. And at the age of 40, he managed to get one for himself. When he got it, it was like a dream that he was nurturing for 20 years. And, Kotale, that's how it is, nurturing a dream for 20 years. I'm sure you guys have heard this story. A cricketer who played for India at the age of 41, a spinner. You guys have heard about the guy? There's a movie about him, in fact.
Praveen Tambe. So
Praveen
Praveen
Tambe.
Tambe.
That's true. Yeah. 20 years, dream of playing for the country, and he played. So same way, I'm just giving example to all of you guys. So the day he got it, he put it in his yard, covered it, and he called his friends, he called relatives, and he said, I'm going to showcase this dream of mine with everybody. I'm going to share it. I'm going to celebrate it. And his son, who was a 5-year-old boy, as boys are, Siddharth, Nihendru, or Nishant, you would know that. Boys are boys, right? Little, boy went out and sat on the bonnet of the car, and he started showing off to his friends, saying, my dad got this car for me. Right, Surya? Happens like that. My dad got this for me. I asked for it, he got it. And he was ecstatic and, showing off to his friends all the time. So he had this set of tools, and he started playing on the bonnet of the tool. Sankalp, that happens. Boys do that. I don't know whether you did it, but boys are boys. And he didn't know that he was damaging the bonnet and hitting the bonnet in front of a friend of his father's who was there. His father's friend went up to the guy, let's name him Tom, saying, Tom, you should need to come here and see what your son is doing. And the man ran to the place and saw his boy hitting the bonnet with a hammer. Abhinav, Suraj, have you guys done that, something like that?
No, sir, I have not done that.
You'll have a chance sometime, I'm sure. Boys are boys. Like, I know you won't do that now, but at a young age, probably many people would have done that. He was angry. He was really annoyed with the whole thing. Since he was annoyed, he held the boy's hand, put it on the bonnet, and start hitting the hand with the same hammer. He didn't know that he was going too far. which is very sad, and he was taken to the hospital. In the evening, so Anushruti and Bhavna, just listen to this word. He was taken to the hospital. In the evening, the doctor came up to the boy and said, "Hey, would you like to meet your mom or dad?" Said, "No, I would like to meet my dad and I would like to speak to him." The dad was called in, and the boy said, "I'm sorry, Dad. I damaged your car. But can you please tell me when will my hand grow again?" Father had done so much damage that the hand was to be amputated. Now you must be wondering, why did I make this sad story about this brand? And we're talking about aspirations and creating memories of the brand. This is a real story. Look out for Chicken Soup for Father and Son Soul. You'll find that. The father committed suicide in 3 months. The son wrote this story in the Chicken Soup. I don't know how many of you read that. Andrew, have you read Chicken Soups? No? Mitu?
Yes, sir, I have read.
Okay. Isha? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let me bring it back, and I'll tell you why I wanted to talk about that part again. Look at the brand now after I told you the story. Do you guys see, Suraj, do you see a dream here?
Yes, sir.
Rahul, do you see the dream here?
Yes, sir.
When do you want to buy?
I'd rather go with some other car, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll connect on that. Not that I'm a Ford representative, but we'll speak on that. No problem. Okay. Let me kind of talk on this. I'm sure all of us have probably visited the store, if not at least heard about them. You know, the way they have structured the stores is like there's an entrance and there's an exit. But if the tour of the store is 2 hours that you need to spend, they give you experience at each interval. So whether you're looking for kitchenware or you're looking for furniture, and what do they kind of usually push themselves or put themselves as? Saying world's best product at the affordable prices. How many of you been to an IKEA store? If you can just do thumbs up, that will be Bombay, Hyderabad. I think these are 2 places. And do we have some other places as well? Bangalore, I think, should have as well, or Delhi also. Not many. No problem. Let's move forward. We'll talk on another brand. This we can't say no. Nobody can say no. This is not the brand they have experience. While people will talk saying in terms of experience, Apple is far better than this. There is always a comparison, but we all know which are the billion-dollar firms that kind of took us in the 90s and the early 2000s with kind of surprise and took away whole thing. Do you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing that many of you are not here with me. So people who are here can just do the thumbs up. Mukesh, Poonam, Smart, Ashish, yeah. Harshvardhan. Okay. Shovik.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ki khobar?
I don't know Bengali, sir.
I said Shovik. Shovik Sen.
Oh, sure. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Shovik Sen is, I'm sure he speaks Bangla. Shovik, you're not able to hear me. No problem. All right. We'll. Odit, you want to say something? You. Okay. All right. So we spoke about.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Souvik is unable to unmute himself.
Okay, no problem. No problem. If you can do that later as well, that's fine with me. I'll actually kind of take this discussion in a different manner as well. So I'll tell you why I told you a story, sad story. I'm sure all of you going to think through it, saying, none of the presenters ever came in and gave us a sad story in the first 10 minutes. How many of you have studied psychology and sociology, or as a subject, or a elective, or any of you? Okay.
Yes, sir. I did sociology.
Oh, that's fantastic. Krishna, thank you. So I'm going to share a secret. Anmol, this is for you. People who want to be marketeers. We all remember, when do we make a sell? When do the brand gets into the heart of a customer? At 2 points. When the person is very happy, or the person is very sad, which means the guards are down. Usually we put the guards. Right now, many of you sitting here, have the guards up. I can see that. And, assessing, judging, bucketing, seeing through the lens, it happens. It happens to all of us. It's not that, so Anukriti or Isha or Rishi or Vipin or Udit are different from Kulwinder. All of us, we all look at the brands like that. And if I need to bring the guard down, I could have told you a fantastic joke, but you'd have told me saying it's too old for us, and it's a difficult job, to be honest, to make everybody happy and get the guards down. So I thought it'll be great to bring the guards down with a not so positive story, because now I know everybody is paying attention. Holisa, Kanuj also is listening to it, right, Kanuj? Paying attention. Person who was not Kanuj, but somebody else was also yawning because he missed out his coffee, right, Isha? Absolutely. Somebody was yawning. I couldn't take a screenshot, otherwise I would have given it to Krishanu. But they will not. And I'm looking at everybody, all the 5 screens that I get to see, and I'm kind of switching on between that. No, coming back to this. So remember this, in any profession, for the matter, marketing or sales, or for the matter, HR, wherever people coming in, or tech or supply chain. When you want your point of view, that could be one perspective. You want a customer to subscribe to your services, or to buy your product, or to buy your service. You need to either showcase the service, which is, bring the concept and the philosophy of FOMO, saying, if I don't buy what the glasses Garima has, I'm going to miss out. I'm not going to look as cool as Garima, because she probably has the coolest glasses in the class, and she showcases that. She kind of flaunts that, in fact, as well. So that's a point which Apple now does, saying, if I have a young boy in my family, he's 22, and he tells me that there is Apple and there are phones. And I said, wow. And what is this? Because the brand has given the experience, the memorable experience. And so you become a little snooty about it. You flaunt it, and you say that, it is very different brand. The experience is different. Every output, though there has not been a much changes in terms of the offerings for the last, I would say, 3-4 years. Whatever, you had it at, I think, iPhone 10 or 11, whatever, in the last 4 years, probably the size of the camera is a little bit here and there, but from a functionality perspective, it hasn't gone very different. Do you guys agree? Thumbs up would be a good thing to look at. Shubham, yeah, thank you. Shalini is drafting the note, or she taking the notes. Thank you, Atul. Let me bring back the screen with you guys again. This, I'm sure, Andrila, you must have heard about this brand and the story about them, right? The story after the unfortunate incident. And then we get to hear about how they recruit, how do they nurture the talent, and what's the service that they offer. We all know it's like a folklore. Let me kind of bring back. Saket, do you know that where do Taj hire their staff from? Or you can't unmute yourself?
Sir, there are two Sakets, so which one do you want?
Saket, night is up. You can go ahead. Then I'll have
Okay,
Saket
sir.
Kumar. Yeah, sure.
Sir, if I got your question correct, you asked where did Taj hire their sir, I don't have any idea about this, sir.
Okay. Saket Kumar?
So they hire from the multiple areas. Most probably, the service industry would be the most apt place. The person who are already equipped to handle customers and cater to their needs.
Sure. So some people have given the feedback, Pranav, Shalini, I can see, and somebody else as well, that they generally hire from non-metros. That's true. They hire from the interiors of country, and they look at the value systems of the people, the physical fitment or qualifications kind of a thing, because they feel they trust their learning and development process. And once you are in that, part of that, then then you don't have a choice. You go through the whole journey itself. I'm sure you would have heard stories about unfortunate incidents, but what was the staff focusing on? Staff was focusing on safety and security of the customers. How, on earth, barring the Indian Army or Indian Army as an army or the paramilitary forces, who thinks of the customers in that manner? It happens when you live through the brand values, when you believe in the brand, when you feel that the brand has done enough for you as well. Not that you kind of see that, Unnati, from a perspective that whether somebody has done it or not, but when you're aligned to the brand values, that's how it happens. Let me bring back one more story for you guys, and then I'm gonna kind of go a little further. Now, these are some numbers I want to kind of throw this. Shanu, my team member, my friend, has put together something very interesting. They said Deloitte, they do their surveys and research, saying experience and brand interactions make a direct impact on the consumer decision to buy a product or not. Rosetta data shows the similar things. 50% satisfied customers buy more and spend 200% more each year because it's a brand loyalty. I'm sure each one of you doing that as well. So each one of you have your favorites out there. when you go on store, when you go online, you look for those things itself. You guys agree? Comparatively, you guys are more experimental at this point than probably my age would be. But I know that there is always a brand loyalty that you look for, because either that brand fits you, or the brand has great communication with you, or it resonates with you very well as well. So I thought we'll pick up a few things as well, that generally what happens in terms of when we bring the brand awareness. What are the elements, smaller elements? So one is the brand design from a logo perspective. Second is from the voice perspective. You always will look at it, as people say, they don't sell shoes. They sell experience, they sell brand. They talk about, they don't sell at all. And I don't know how many of you listen to Seth Godin, who's a marketing wizard in this era, at least, who talks about how brands are built and how customers kind of can be acquired and retained as well. So he made a recent one, very interesting study. He said, what if we bring Nike and Hyatt as a hotel, okay, and change the logos of that with saying Hyatt making shoes and Nike running the hotels? What will happen? Because that Nike, so I'm sure all of you guys visit places. So you go to Hilton, you go to Hyatt, you go to any other, or Hamptons for the matter, okay? Hotels are made in certain manners. The rooms, the corridors, the breakfast, and receptions, front office, business centers. It's 95% in the same manner. It's very geometrically done in the manner, or the pool for the matter, or the bar, or the club, or any of the halls. Do you guys agree with that? So if I move Hyatt with, with Hilton, the logo, just change the logo, would the experience change? Or would the way you look at it would change? But what if I say Hyatt is making shoes now? And would you go and buy? But if I say Nike is entering, making hotels, and they want to give you experience, many of you would probably go and experiment, saying that, oh, Nike is doing it, let me do that. Okay, do you agree?
We might do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mukesh. We were talking about.
Okay.
Business diversification, maybe.
Yeah. Nikita, you want to say something, right?
No, I'm good, Kulwinder.
Okay, all right. But
I'm
you had a laugh, so I was just wondering, maybe you want to share something.
I'm very happy how interactive this session is.
Okay, thank you. I want to make it more. I want each one of you to participate, because it's also the question of because Krishanu will give me 1 on 5 in terms of engaging my customers if I don't keep it interactive. In the moment 360 going to happen, he's going to put it Kulwinder 1 out of 5. There were so many bright people out there, and whether it was Devesh or Jaideep or Uday, you didn't kind of engage each one of them. So I was just trying to name as many of you, so that at least I can draw your attention as well to what I'm saying. So, absolutely. Yeah, Harsh, you've raised your hand.
So, sir, you're asking if there would be a comparable brand experience if, say, Nike was to make hotels.
Sure.
If Haya was to make hotels, so would we go to a hotel made by Nike instead of say Hilton or say instead of Hyatt? So if we would, so I personally don't think the brand experience would be different, because if Nike was to make hotels, they would follow the model of hotels that are already existing in the market. Nike would not come with its own type of hotels. There exists
You got a point. You got a point. Fair point. But would you go there or not?
It depends on what I want in a hotel. So if it fulfills my criteria of what I want in a hotel, so I would go there. I think right now my major criteria is almost always the cost.
Fantastic. What if Rishikesh is throwing the party?
Oh, I would definitely go to Rishikesh's party.
Yeah.
No matter what the cost is.
I know. Udit and Saket also agreed, certainly, saying we all are coming for the party as well, because it's coming from Rishikesh, and apparently he's a very popular guy out there. Yeah, Rishikesh, you have a view. Yeah.
Yes, I actually agree with Harsh in this point. I mean, the entire identity of Nike is around honoring great athletics. So I'm not sure if although out of curiosity I might visit, I'm not sure if it will translate to that such a different domain.
Got it.
Kind of emotion.
Fair point. Fair point. Shobik.
Hi, sir. I think I just wanted to share an opinion here.
Sure.
And it's slightly different. So Ferrari once opened an amusement park. I believe it's in Singapore. So
Dubai as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
So, on the face value, it looks their synergies are very different, right? Ferrari, who sells the sports car, opening up amusement park doesn't sound very right. But then end of the day, if you go deeper, you would understand that people are visiting Ferrari because it's a theme park.
That's true.
So if Nike is opening a hotel somewhere, it cannot just be any other hotel.
Yeah.
They have to work on it so that how can they utilize their existing brand value? How can they transfer their existing brand value to the new hotel? Just like Ferrari did.
Fantastic point, Shobik. Fantastic. Very, very good point. Very good thinking. Yeah. Abhinav.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, very much.
Sir, so initially people might be hesitant to visit these hotel showrooms because of the brand perception that Nike has in terms of the shoes division. And this might be seen as an unrelated diversification at starting. But with the passage of time and the right marketing promotions, there can be increase in footfall.
Great. Saket, you have some views.
Sir, I could relate to this to one of the episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. It is a show run by Gordon Ramsay, and he goes and helps out restaurant with their issues with the footfall or related to like food or whatever it is. So there was one such hotel who was which was a bit. They were they made the whole hotel in with a theme of cars, and there I saw even the rooms, the kitchen, the dining room area, everything was something around cars only. And there he pointed out that Gordon Ramsay, he pointed out that when you are building a restaurant, please be focused with the restaurant. You ought to have a very focused strategy with what you want to deliver. And that is that shows how what you want to give. The customer shouldn't be confused that whether he wants to promote his brand of these cars or does he want to serve good food. So that is what my analysis was through that experience of that episode.
Fair point. Udit?
Yes, sir. I believe that if Nike were to open a hotel chain, I'd be very reluctant to go there. Reason being that they don't have their core competencies or even distinctive competencies in that area. But yes, if let's say they were to open something that's related, say they're opening a place where they have some sort of a sports equipment that they're coming up with, I'd be interested in that.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Kashyap?
Yeah, sir. I would rather more talk like a consumer than a B school candidate. The question, when you ask that question, the immediate answer was no for me. For the reason being, I could not think about Nike anything beyond the shoes, their stores. I couldn't think how they would brand their hotels. How would it even appear? So that was my very first hindrance towards even considering going to a Nike hotel. So for me, the perception was that.
Got it. Got it. But what if after discussions, now what we've done, uh, you know, now you've heard Udit talking about it, Saket, Abhinav, Shovik, Rishikesh, Harsh,
Yeah.
everybody spoke about it. Would you, what would you do now?
Not sure as yet, so maybe I need to wrap my head around it.
Sure. So I'll get Kanuj to talk to you. Now Kanuj has views as well. Let's hear him. Yeah, Kanuj.
Well, sir, to be honest, this is what diversification is called, wherein a company wants who is actually working in one sector and they want to go into different. I'm pretty sure that if they can do good in their shoes making and something like that, then definitely they can do good in the hotel side as well. So I would definitely take it as a good point, and I would definitely go there. That is what my point is.
Sure. Mehak, you have some views as well.
Yes, sir. So I have kind of worked almost 5 years branding hotels. And in my view, I would definitely go for it because I have had experienced so many hotels with so many different themes. And if Nike is gonna do it, they're gonna have a very different and very unique and very attractive theme. So I mean, like, and it's gonna sell out. It's definitely gonna sell out. Obviously, not maybe in Indian market, but yes, that's what I will learn. That all hotels have their own theme. So Nike is definitely gonna have their own theme, which is gonna be a big sellout.
Sure. Sure. Thank you. I think, Shovik also gave me a very nice one-on-one, which is, a hotel that looks like a giant basketball shoe, perhaps would be a good idea to kind of try. Yeah, that's how. So, is there anybody from Pune here? Pune?
Sir, I'm from Pune.
Okay. Have you been to TCS office in Hinjawadi?
Yes, it is one of the biggest office in the India, you can say.
That's true. That's true.
Approximately 50,000 people.
Yeah, Atul. But have you seen the office little from far off?
Yes, I have seen it because one of my friend, he stays adjacent society, Kumar Society. So
Okay. Okay. You know what's the shape of the office?
I think it's a oval shape. I think it's not square, I guess.
Yeah, I'll add some more. I think Ashwini wants to say something. Let me hear. Ashwini, I'll tell you that, how sometimes themes kind of thing becomes an aspiration. Go ahead, Ashwini.
So you were mentioning about Pune, so that's why I've raised the hand that I'm also from
Okay.
Pune.
Oh, cool. Okay. Did you get a chance to go to TCS office?
I have seen that from external, but when you're mentioning about the shape, I think even Infosys office has also a different shape there in the same IT park which you're talking about.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So just to tell you that TCS is in the shape of a ship. Yeah. It's like a huge ship. That's how because Atul told us about 50,000 people camp there, work there every day. And there are some 42 food courts in one campus. It's like a country for probably, I think Estonia probably would have 50,000 people, not more than that. So it's just as big as a city or for the matter, large town. Yeah. So yes, Ashwini, you want to say something? Hand is up. Sugandha, you want to say something? Yeah.
So as we were talking about buildings, I just got reminded of my old, the previous workplace, Mahindra. So the Worli office of Mahindra, the building is very old. It's about 70 years old. And when you look at the building from the top, you would see the recent logo, the new logo that Mahindra has launched, the two
Right.
peaks. So there are two wings, A and B. And when you look at the building from the top, it shows that peak. So before, like the logo was very different before, but now after the logo change, I just realized it one day that, oh, it looks like the building, and my mind was completely blown.
Wow. Well, that's You should write about it. This is good. This is a very good story to share with other people. Yeah, you wanted to say something.
I want to tell you about my office. So Bajaj was making a center, very big recreational center for all of its employees. And if you see it from the top, so Mr. Bajaj wanted it to look it like a yin and yang shape. And if you see it through in the map, you'll see that it's a yin and yang shape. It's like that. So it's like yoga, spirituality, and other things. So it's a recreational center. It's a, I think, new corporate office also for Bajaj Auto. But it's interesting to see it from the top.
Fantastic. Let's hear from Satakshi, and let's hear from Ajay Bajaj also. What do they think? Would they go to a Nike hotel, or would they buy a Hyatt shoe?
Sir, I think so. I'll go for a trial because Nike is known for their quality and perfection. So I would expect they would have a similar concept in terms of hotel as well. Maybe they are a market leader in shoes and other sports products. So I think so they will bring a different experience in terms of hotel as well. So first try go and have a trial, and if the experience is good, that is different from the other hotels, larger hotels, then I think so I can continue.
All right, thanks. Himanshu Paliwal.
Yes, sir. My response to Nike Hotel would be just do it. And to Hyatt shoes would be, I would like to feel the Hyatt touch.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Let's move forward. I think we're just running out of time as well, but I want to kind of touch upon a couple of more pointers. As much as I wanted to keep it interactive, as Nikita said, this is a interactive session, and I want to kind of keep it with the same spirit. But the third part is the user experience. Fourth is the brand image, which is also the thing. I think I'm not sure, but nowadays, for the last probably about 10 years, the effort that goes in terms of imagery that is used with brands to have a distinct identity, a value, and a recall is something, because there is so much that all of us are exposed to. So people use different techniques, people use different methodologies, people use their own intellect, and people use market research, saying the customer persona that they're going after, would this resonate with them? The people you use A/B testing and other people, other piece as well, and they launch 2 campaigns, and then they kind of shut off one probably in a day itself, that this is not resonating, this is not doing well. I'm sure all of you know. And the fifth part is actually a very interesting one, which is the customer service. Though many firms would kind of put less efforts around this, but this becomes like a thing which is just a second. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So just want to kind of stress on that part, that this needs to be, this is a very, very big part, which is a differentiator that happens. My apologies that for a break in between that happened for a minute. An important person in my life was around. That happens to be my boss. Yeah. So Kashyap is giving me a smirky smile on that. I just want to hear him, what he want to kind of talk about it. I know people who have worked previously would relate with me. Nilesh is also, Nikita, Soumya, Ajay, Rohit is also smiling and saying, "Malum hai sab mere ko, mat bataiye." Anyways, I think I'll kind of put an end to that, to a talk discussion now. We have a couple of minutes. I would love to take any queries that you have it. But before that, let me kind of put that last slide for you guys, which is, again, because Krishanu will give me 1 out of 5 if I don't put this, saying, please share your ideas, feedback, or we can work together. This is my email ID. You can search me on LinkedIn. I'm pretty active there. Insta, I am there as well. I'm learning my ropes there, but LinkedIn is what I'm good at, and email. Okay, I will show the slide again, Deepak, just a sec. I will just look at if there's any questions.
I'm so sorry. Guys, you can raise your hands if you have any questions. Maybe 1 or 2 we can take right now.
Can we charge money for the questions that I answer? But today I'm just going to do it because I've enjoyed the session, while some people are still kind of having a laugh. That's good. Okay, Rakshit, go ahead.
Hello, sir. So this is regarding the ESG work that your company does. So I was going through the website and was seeing that it mainly focuses on, again, the data part of the ESG and how you can provide solutions to various customers. So can you just throw some light on what kind of clientele you work with, and what is the exact nature of work? Is it accounting work, or is it related to like scope emissions calculations, reports? What exactly is the scope?
Sure. There are two kind of services that we offer, Rakshit. In that, data plays a very important role. Collection of data, that's one part. Second is the consulting part, which is because if you're a subject matter expert, then only you can kind of help firms their materiality part of it, and what is applicable. And also I think the other part is, since it's a concept, people feel that just an extension of CSR in their journey. So you need to bring the awareness, make it effective, make it understand the repercussion or the outcomes of that as well, and how it can help them brand differently in the eyes of the customer. So we offer both the services we offer data, ESG data as a service as well to the large enterprises, data platforms, firms as well. And the second is we've made a significant investment, and at the firm based out of Switzerland, it's called InRate. It's a ESG impact trading company, which means it doesn't measure risks. Usually ESG ratings are focused on the financial risk. This one is on impact. The impact the product and the services make on society and environment. So these are the plays that we have. But if you send a note to me, Rakshit, we can have a chat, and I can charge you through GPay.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
just to give a background, like I've actually worked in the ESG domain myself while working with Honeywell, and most of the times we have faced challenges with regard to scope 3 emission calculations. I was keen on knowing that as well, if it's possible for you to throw some light on that, what exactly methodology you pursue.
So scope 3 is usually in the firm, like I'm sure you know PwCs of this world, and the usual suspects, large consulting firms are offering that part. It's not an offering that we have it at this point, because then you need the subject matter experts. You need from a methodology perspective, whether it's a science-based methodology, you want to have impact, or you want to have risk, you want to measure, this or that. So since we are a data analytics company, we felt that data is the place that, harness data with purpose is what we want to do. So hence, we're just playing right now there, and there is enough for all of us to have there.
Sure. So probably we can collaborate and charge the client.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Somebody else also raised hand. I'm sorry, I missed out, but I think maybe questions got answered through this. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I hope this was interesting. And
So we would just like to give you a vote of thanks. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
again, I charge money for that, Mehak. I'm sorry. Don't give me that.
We'll
So,
keep our GPay ready.
so if you may allow us, so we'd like to,
Sure.
formally give you this vote of thanks.
Sure.
And so on behalf of XLRI GMP cohort, we would like to thank Mr. Singh for this engaging conversation and session indeed, wherein most of the students involved and we could understand about this session. This session based on brand experience, brand perspectives, and also intricate art of building brands, along with real life examples, has been nothing short of enlightening. So, sir, your ability to delve into this very essence of how brands carry emotions has left a profound impact on all of us. And thanks for patiently answering to our questions. So once again, on behalf of XLRI GMP cohort, we would like to thank you.
Welcome. Give me an opportunity one more time. I will charge you less next time. And just treat me with aloo parathas and chai. That's good enough. And I would love to visit your campus as well. Thank you again.
Sure.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. Good luck to
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.